Well, hello there everybody. Welcome back to Oh My Trucking Life. It's Tuesday the 5th of June and I wouldn't say I'm still suffering, but I'm still catching up with the massive amounts of sleep loss, alcohol and adrenaline for the weekend. Thank you all for wishing me well. If you don't already know, I went to a stag weekend up in Chester. My father-in-law to be will be tying the knot, and basically I got home on Friday at 5:20 after we had the delays with our load, and an hour and 20 minutes later we was sitting on a train going to Chester. So everything went really well. We went to a comedy club on the evening, Alexander's Live it was called. Had a fantastic night there. Then on the Saturday we went quad biking, and then we came back on the Sunday pretty early after breakfast, to be honest, which was nice because it gave me a lovely afternoon with the family still, so it didn't feel too terrible. I was thinking it was going to be a bit of a struggle, to be honest. I did feel guilty about going away, but stag do's don't happen very often, and like my dear said, I deserved a bit of a blowout. By gosh, we did. I was a good boy though. I had excessive amounts of alcohol, but I didn't get too bad because I don't do hangovers very well. Hangovers will take me out of commission for a day, and that's not just a bad head, that's the works. I'm not going to go into details obviously, but yes, we did have a lot to drink. Stayed out till 4 o'clock each night roughly, and you know it's bad when, well, you know you're getting old when you actually look back over the weekend. And one of the first things I actually thought, I've cut it out in an outtake earlier, I've redone the intro, and one of the first things I'd said was how much sleep I'd had and the lack of sleep as opposed to everything else that went on. But yeah, the quad biking was at a place called Catton Hall on the Saturday. Catton Hall, I think it was C-A-T-T-O-N. That was a fabulous time as well. And then if you don't follow me on social media, we had a bit of a liquid incident. As soon as I went to the hotel and put my white shirt on, came back to the pub, ironically everyone left me to get changed then as soon as I got back, so I was on my own in there for a while, and I just had a Coke. I was taking it steady, like having a bit of a pause. And as she was putting the Coke in the glass, the nozzle came off and sprayed Coke all up my front. Didn't end there. We had a laugh at the joke about it. It wasn't too bad. I didn't have to go and get changed or anything. Then we went round to Hickory's Smokehouse in Chester. Absolutely fantastic place. I've never been to anything like that before. There's all information on a road trip that the CEO had did to inspire him about opening up the bars, and it was labelled with all descriptions of various parts of America and how each one has their own distinctive kind of barbecue style. So that was an interesting night out, made even more interesting by the fact our first round was quite literally dropped behind me onto the hard floor, smashing into hundreds of pieces and covering me and my friend in approximately 4 to 5 pints of ale. So yes, there's a picture of it on Facebook. If I do try and remember to put it in, I will. And it didn't stay there either. It didn't end there. We then went, we was in a lovely pub called Off the Wall. We spent most of the day there. Started to get a bit more of a party atmosphere of a night, and then I kind of dragged 2 of us out to a nightclub. And the nightclub, we went upstairs there was 6 rooms in this club. 2 of them were like chill out rooms, and the other 4 were party kind of rooms, clubbing. And the one I preferred, or the one we all settled on, was like it was playing like house music, funky house, a bit of popular kind of dance music as well, but stuff like that. And within 10 minutes of us going in there, I could feel the odd little drop on my head. By the end of the night, they'd got 50 to 60% of the dance floor cordoned off and bucketed after there was a leak in the air conditioning. It was absolutely drenched. To be honest, I'm surprised they didn't actually close the club, because it was a pretty severe flood, and with a multi-storey building, you never know what it could do. So yes, that's a rough idea about how the Saturday evening went. Don't worry, I'll move over. You just sit next to me on a slip road. Quad biking, absolutely fantastic. I must admit, at first I didn't have too high an expectation for it. I knew it was going to be fun, but I wasn't overly whoa. However, my opinions did change. There was big beefy quad bikes. We got a chance to fully ride them, you know, open the throttles fully, flat out down the hills, and going through the forests of Chester, or whichever area it was in, sorry, I'm not sure what area. Catton Hall that's the only thing I know about it. I didn't see what town it was, but yes, absolutely fabulous. You could feel the back end kicking out as you was going round corners. You could feather the throttle to get your grip back and stop your wheels spinning, and it was a real good experience. So anyway, that's far more than enough babbling on. I wish I'd have had the camera facing the other way now, because you've had to look at me for the last couple of minutes. Hope you all had a great weekend, and I'll get back to you a bit later on.